So this is that clown clutch, and you can see they've all shed out. So I'm going to give you an update on this pond. Hey guys, I'm Kai from Lucas Landing Rules. Hope you're doing well. And look what came in the mail today. I got a package from PAC Pythons. This is from Philip Collins. He sent me this t-shirt. Feels good, fits well. Definitely not slacking on the back. He's got his social media links on it. He also sent me a letter with a bunch of stickers and business cards, so you can take a look at that. I'll put all of his social media links down in the description below so you guys can hop over there, subscribe to his channel, and follow him on Instagram and Facebook. And he's also got a Morph Market store. Phil, thank you for the care package. Love the logo. I used to play the game all the time when I was a kid, and I may have just dated myself, but that's okay. And now I want to give you an update on my very first clown clutch of this season. There's a nice variety of hatchlings. In fact, one of them is already spoken for. Well, technically two of them because I'm holding one back, but one of them is going to a new home. But first, I want to give you an update on my koi pond. For those of you who have been following me know that that koi pond turned a nasty green color, and that was because the pump that was powering the filtration system had failed one day after its warranty period. So I had to eat the cost and order a new pump, but before the new one could arrive, that's when the water turned green. Of course, when I did get the new one, I put that bad boy on that filtration system immediately, got that water flowing through my UV sterilizer, killing all that algae that went through it. So it's been running for some time now. Let's go outside to check on the progress. It has been about 6 days since the new water pump was installed, and I want to give you an update on this pond. You can see that it's still a little bit murky, but if we look closely, you can kind of see the fish floating around, not floating around, that would be horrible. Swimming around underneath there, you can see a little bit of the orange. Let's see if we can get a better look at them. By the way, I'm purposely picking the evening to show you this pond to minimize the amount of glare, and there it is. You can see kind of an orange outline, a silhouette, if you will, of the fish. There's a few more. So the water is starting to get a little bit more clear, a little clarity is good. And we can see that the waterfall feature, the bubbles at the bottom of that waterfall are no longer green, meaning that all the algae are dying off, and that's because the UV sterilizer is doing its job. So as the algae dies off, it gets picked up by the filter. It's probably gonna decay in the filter, to be honest. I can clean it out, but I'm just gonna let it decay, and if it gets really bad, I will clean it out. The decaying algae will obviously release its nutrients back into the water. That nutrients is in the form of nitrates and phosphates, which hopefully gets picked up by this water hyacinth, and then that nutrients gets removed, and no more algae will grow, or at least minimize the amount of algae. So that's the plan. Looks like it's working. There's a koi again, swimming happily down there, and I am feeding them a little bit more heavily just because I can't see them and I can't tell how well they're doing. So a little bit of extra food, which is not helping the situation, but it's not really that bad either. I'm gonna give it about another week. Hopefully that water will clear up even more and I'll be able to see my koi. So that's it for the pond stuff. Now let's move on to the snake stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get this clutch of hatchlings out now that they've all shed, and we'll take a look at them one at a time. And here we go. This is that clown clutch. Check that out. They all shed out around the same time, so they didn't have to wait for each other, and I didn't have to change the paper out. So I'm going to show them to you one at a time. We'll start with the ones that have the least number of genes and work our way up as usual. Wow. You guys don't know what I'm looking at, but I just saw something cool. Well, we'll start with this one. This is the one with the least number of genes. You can see it is a orange dream. You can see all the oranges along the sides. Now the orange dream sire to this is kind of a throwback. It's kind of very traditional looking. So, you know, that's what you'll be expecting when you look at these. So this is a pretty nice orange dream, to be honest. Looks better than the dad, looks better than I expected. It's got a lot of the whites on the belly coming up, and you can see some of it around each of the alien heads. Let's check the sex of this one. I believe I looked at all the sex before, but I don't remember what they are. So that's a boy. So this is a 100% Hereford Clown Orange Dream. So I'm going to put this one away. So next up we have another Orange Dream, I believe, but this time it is coupled with pastel. Let me get this shed off. And you can still see that white outline around each of the alien heads. You can still see that nice orange color. And this is kind of what I mean by it's a traditional looking Orange Dream. So you don't have as much banding as you would see in the Orange Dreams that we have now, like especially the high intensity ones. This is not the high intensity line, by the way. But yeah, this is kind of a traditional looking Orange Dream. I would assume that, you know, when Ozzy started out, this is kind of his journey to where he is now. So he probably did come across some of these. So let's take a look at the sex of this one. That looks like a girl. So this is a female pastel Orange Dream Het Clown. So next up is this gorgeous animal. I think this is a female, if I can recall correctly. And even though we have the traditional Orange Dream in the mix, look what happens when you combine it with a couple other genes. So this I believe to be pastel Enchi Orange Dream. And man, check out the sides. It looks unreal. It looks seriously like a toy that you would buy for a kid to play with. That's how bright the colors are. Again, you get that white outline along the side, along the belly. You get some tracks. You got this butterfly or clover-like pattern on the head, which is typical of a pastel Enchi. And then, like I said, the white outlines on the side. All right, moving on to the first clown of the clutch. So we got two, and this is the first one. Now, I keep going back and forth on this one. At first, I thought this was a pastel clown. Then I thought that it looked a little bit brighter than the pastel clown, so maybe it's a firefly clown. Now I'm second guessing myself again, thinking that this might be just a pastel clown. I believe this is a female, so we'll have to take a look at her. I can try to pop her a little bit later just to confirm, but when she gets a little bit bigger, maybe a couple more sheds, I'll compare her to the mom, as well as compare her to another hatchling from a different clutch that I know to be a pastel clown. So there she is. And now this is the beauty of this clutch. Enchi, firefly, clown. Maybe there's Orange Dream in there, I'm not really sure. But this one is a female, at least I hope this one is still a female. And yes, I believe this to still be a female. Again, firefly, Enchi, firefly, clown, possible Orange Dream. Look at the colors on this one. So clean, so clean. And I love the banding that the Enchi brings. And that head is just really, really cool. So that is the last one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. See, I told you that last one is amazing and by far my favorite this season. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel and you want to be informed of future uploads, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. As always, thanks for watching. Please share, and I'll see you guys next time.